Democratic presidential candidate Hillary Clinton is scheduled to be in Cincinnati tomorrow to speak at the NAACP National Convention at the Duke Energy Convention Center. Republican candidate Donald Trump declined an invitation to speak. The NAACP convention was last held in Cincinnati in 2008. The theme this year is Our Lives Matter, Our Votes Count. As usual, Ohio is a key battleground state in the presidential race. The political spotlight will be on Cleveland all next week as the Republican National Convention kicks off tomorrow. The Republicans will meet from July 18th to the 21st. The Democrats will convene July 25th to the 28th in Philadelphia. Business Courier reporter Chris Wetterick will be in attendance for both conventions. He joins Business Courier publisher Jamie Smith in the studio with a preview. Jamie and Chris.
Thanks, Peg. Chris, thanks for taking time out of the newsroom.
Thanks for having me, Jamie.
All right, obviously the conventions are important for the future of our country, but American City Business Journals, our parent company, thinks it's important enough. You're not only covering it for us here in Cincinnati, but you're covering it for all 43 of our journals.
Right.
Why do you think they find it so important for us to do that?
Well, there's so many business angles at a convention. There's, you have the whole business of the convention itself, right? These cities they jump through many, many hoops in order to land these conventions. They make all kinds of preparations. They get facilities retrofitted. There's a lot involved just in putting the convention on. So they're interested in that because many of our cities that we cover will be trying to bid for these conventions in the future. Cincinnati wanted to get the Republican convention. They didn't succeed, but I know that city leadership here is going to be interested in getting one of the two conventions in the future for sure. So I think that's one angle. And then, of course, the national policy issues that are going to be discussed at both conventions. Both candidates are going to want to court business support. They need campaign contributions, frankly, but they also want to be seen as the candidate's going to move the country forward in terms of economic issues.
Okay. Now, are you going to either convention kind of with an agenda or what you expect will be the agenda that you're going to be covering?
We have an idea of some stories we're going to do. We're going to look at how the candidates talk about small business, what they want to do to help small businesses out. That's one issue I think we're going to look at. We're going to try to talk to business owners while we're there about the convention itself. Is it helping them? Are they getting the boost that they anticipated? I mean, we've heard in Cleveland, for example, that maybe it's not quite the panacea that they expected just because of the controversy over the nominee and the fact that you have so many Republicans maybe a little leery about going and showing up.
Now, both these conventions could be historic, but for different reasons, right?
Absolutely.
Expand on that a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, with the Republican convention, the likely nominee is Donald Trump, who frankly is a political novice. I mean, we haven't seen very many people nominated for the presidency by either party that have no elected office experience. Dwight Eisenhower would be one, but I mean, there's very, very few, other than him. And then on the Democratic side, of course, you have Hillary Clinton, who would be the first major party nominee to be a woman, and that's a huge deal in this country. And some of the people I've talked to leading up to the convention, they say, I know I'm not supposed to say this, but one reason I'm voting for Hillary is because she's a woman and I'm a woman, and I want to see a woman become president. So.
Well, I know for one, I can't wait to see the coverage that you bring back and put into our papers and on the web. So we look forward to seeing what it holds.
Thanks, Jamie.
All right, thanks for being here. Peg?